love for Cardano Midnight to be the DeFi layer of the XRP ecosystem, so they can stay and continue to be XRP, but then they can get much better yields for their holders and for...
Purpose Investments is set to launch its spot XRP ETF on the Toronto Stock Exchange. After filing with Canada's SEC to offer the XRP-based investment product in the country.
I also think another big shift from 2016 to today is more openness from major institutions of using public blockchains. Like when you and I were talking to banks back in the 10 years ago time frame, I mean, it was like...
The best example of this that we can all see clearly is stablecoins. There is not a more institutional product than stablecoins in existence. They're launched by institutions. Their direct customers are institutions.
So we built a phone wallet here, so you can send transactions, swap, buy, sell, etc., just like you expect from a normal XRP wallet.
They try to shake me out, but I was born ready. Dropping down the price, then I'll be getting plenty. They want all your bags, and they want all them empty.
What's up, good glitches? If you got a baggie, welcome to the party. Welcome back to some more Moon O'Clock News. No breakfast, no coffee, just straight extra bullishness. Shout out to the latest sub. Appreciate you stopping by, tuning in. Don't forget to drop an elbow from the top ropes on that likey button. We got XRP currently right around $2.27. CoinDesk to pop things off. XRP is on the rise as Purpose Investments wins regulatory approval for the first XRP ETF in Canada. The XRP Exchange Traded Fund will begin trading on Wednesday, June 18th on Toronto's Stock Exchange. X marks the spot. Once again, crypto briefing. Purpose Investment is set to launch the first spot XRP ETF in North America.
Purpose Investments is set to launch its spot XRP ETF on the Toronto Stock Exchange. After filing with Canada's SEC to offer the XRP-based investment product in the country, this marks the first spot XRP fund approved in North America. The fund will trade under the ticker XRPP on the Toronto Stock Exchange, providing direct exposure to XRP. XRP's price rose 6.5% following the announcement.
We got Uphold. It's all about unlocking the next wave of retail DeFi adoption, and it starts with stablecoins, institutional liquidity, scaled access, build the rails, and the masses will follow.
The best example of this that we can all see clearly is stablecoins. There is not a more institutional product than stablecoins in existence. They're launched by institutions. Their direct customers are institutions. But we've seen billions of dollars of DeFi impact from these stablecoins. These stablecoins are used for collateral, for payment, for loans, in trustless ecosystems on public layer ones. Institutional products provide the tools for developers to build on top. And the XRP ledger is evolving to support these real institutional financial use cases without losing its core values. The whole point is to provide tools that will enable the next wave of retail mass adoption DeFi.
Riz XRP, the shift in Ripple being the first, institutional FOMO incoming, Ondo, the Genius hack, a regulation jar molasses about to burst open.
What do you... So I also think another big shift from 2016 to today is more openness from major institutions of using public blockchains. Like when you and I were talking to banks back in the 10 years ago time frame, I mean, it was like intense fear and just reticence to go onto public chains. That's really changed. So what do you think, what do you see as the important capabilities or factors that institutions need to see to go onto public blockchains?
Yeah, I think, back then, to be fair to institutions, I guess, the maturity of the infrastructure typically wasn't there.
Sure.
And the education that was required, people just didn't get it, right? You need a couple of years, you need a couple of cycles for it to start to click. And I think, honestly, Ripple did a phenomenal job as being part of that education, because I feel like Ripple was the first blockchain to really go for the institutions and say, guys, this is 24/7 movement of value, get with the program. So you were very much ahead of your time, I shall say. But clearly, institutions now are coming on board because I think, in part, the technology has proven to be sufficiently robust and, quite frankly, better in many regards than what a lot of institutions can offer. A lot of the existing TradFi banks look at stablecoins 24/7 value movement and say, whoops, my systems can't support that.
Yeah.
And it is not going to take that long for them to do the same thing when they look at on-chain stocks and ETFs and you name your asset, right? And so I think right now there's really a turning point in how they look at the technology, how robust it is with the ongoing regulatory clarity. The level of adoption and, quite frankly, in some instances, FOMO that we're seeing from institutions is pretty significant.
We got Easy A app. Our co-founder recently caught up with one of the 4 Easy A teams. See how they're building the future of payments and RLUSD on the XRP ledger.
We're here at XRP Ledger Apex, and the crazy thing is that this guy, Tom, won our last XRPL hackathon in Hong Kong, and he's just been presenting, so it's come off stage, and I asked Tom, I want to see a live demo of Xeno Finance.
Live demo, awesome. So we built a phone wallet here, so you can send transactions, swap, buy, sell, etc., just like you expect from a normal XRP wallet. However, what's super cool about this is it's got NFC functionality. So same way Apple Pay works, you can approach a terminal, and let's say, oh, we don't want $80, we want 2 cents. And we can present our XRPL wallet here. And it goes straight on chain. So settlement time on XRPL is about 4 seconds. So we give it 4 seconds. Transaction successful. Then we can see 2 cents here. You tap, goes to a block explorer. We can verify that this transaction's been made to the merchant's wallet address. So that.
Wow. That's really cool. So let's say that I'm like a merchant, right? Mm-hmm. And so like I'm a restaurant owner or I'm a shop owner.
Yes.
And you want to come and pay. So I'll have this and I'll put in, okay, so Tom, you just ate at my restaurant. Let's say it's $25. You had a pizza and a Coke or something. So $25.00. Tom, pay me 25 RLUSD.
Exactly. Yes. And
now how do you do it? You just tap it?
Approach. So I don't have enough funds in this one. So
okay. How much would I need?
Let's say
how much can you afford?
$9. I can afford a Coke maybe.
Okay, you can afford a Coke. Coke at $9. That could be expensive. Inflation's pretty high, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, that'll be $9, Tom.
$9. There we go. Processing transaction, and that goes through. 4 seconds. There we go. Successful. $9. There we go. We got $9. Okay.
Uphold. How does Uphold direct deposit work? Set up via our payroll provider. Deposit $250 plus. Get 4% cash back in XRP. Repeat and earn up to $200 a month. It's auto funding with upside. Limited time offer. Learn more. Uphold. Get 4% back in XRP when you get paid. XAIF crypto big statement from Ada founder. I love for Cardano and Midnight to be the DeFi layer of the XRP ecosystem, so Ripple and XRP holders can earn much better yields. The future of DeFi could be an XRP Ada alliance.
I'd love for Cardano and Midnight to be the DeFi layer of the XRP ecosystem, so they can stay and continue to be XRP, but then they can get much better yields for their holders and for Ripple itself, the company that created XRP.
RWA Tokenization Weekly. Record tokenized sale in Dubai while Zonic bridges US GCC markets and XRP ledger powers tokenized treasuries. Meanwhile, we got the end of Bitcoin maximalism. The idea that one coin must dominate all others ignores the power of collaboration and innovation, says Jeff and co-founder of Hemi Labs and original Bitcoin developer. Bitcoin was just the demo. Get ready for XRP to go live. We got Chad Steingraber. Stablecoins to evolve into money rail of the internet once Genius Act is passed. The money rail of the internet. The bill treats stablecoins as digital cash, and its intent is to drive wider mainstream adoption for payments beyond just using these cryptocurrencies as settlement currencies for digital assets. We got Benny Johnson breaking. The Trump organization just unveiled the Trump Mobile, a new phone service featuring devices made in the USA.
Great to have everyone back here on Trump Tower on this very fateful day, 10 years later. A lot has happened since then, and we're here to announce something pretty special. We've been working for a long time trying to deliver for the American people, for doing something unique for people who'd been underserved. And today we're here to introduce Trump Mobile. We've partnered with some of the greatest people in the industry to make sure that real Americans can get true value from their mobile carriers. A big part of what we've done right now in the world has been focused on technology for people who've been underserved, whether that's been in crypto or anything else. But one of the places where we felt there was lackluster performance was in the mobile industry. And so with Trump Mobile, we're going to be introducing an entire package of products that people can come, they can get telemedicine on their phone for one flat monthly fee, roadside assistance in their cars, unlimited texting to 100 countries around the world. And we've partnered with some of the best to really bring something unique to the American people. So,
Eleanor Terrett, the new final passage vote on the Genius Act will take place tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. Yes, this is the last vote bill that we'll see in the Senate before moving on to the House. We got Mr. Zoom, XRP Bollinger Bands tightening. Every time we've seen this happen, you know what happens next. Next moonshot inbound. Mustache, altcoins, BTC, total market cap, inverse head and shoulders pattern. XRP punky. XRP is finally going to break out of this 6-month bull flag today. And we got sentiment feed. Active addresses surging on the XRP ledger. Number of 1 million plus coin wallets exceeds 2,700 for the first time. The XRP ledger is showing serious signs of growth from both usage and key stakeholder perspective. The amount of interacting XRP addresses has averaged over 295,000 per day over the past week. Its normal daily average over the past 3 months was approximately 35 to 40K. Additionally, there are now over 2,700 whale and shark wallets holding at least 1 million XRP for the first time in the asset's 12 plus year history. And the longer they take, the higher we keep climbing on that XRP. Rich list top 10% holder, 2,480 XRP. The top 1% holder, 50,763 XRP. And the top 0.1% holders, 370,734 XRP. Where are those bags be? When that regulation jar molasses finally breaks open, and XRP's true price is finally revealed.
Big bags.
We'll catch you up here on the mothership. I am the XRP Bagman, the Moon Commander. Appreciate you stopping by, tuning in for another one. Don't forget to drop an elbow from the top ropes on that likey button. BYOB. Be your own bank. Bring your own bags. Be your own boss. See you at the tippy top. Later, glitches.
Later, glitches.
Staring out my window, I got the formula, stack them bags up and simple, and wait until we explode. I'll meet you at the disco, we just getting started like an intro. 589 the numbers, please, please call out bingo.